One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing J.R. McKee, Boom Man. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
Should independent artists seek help with mental health before establishing themselves as an entertainer?
So let me say this. Let me jump on this out the gate. Every individual should seek that. You know what I mean? Whether you're an entertainer or not. But me and you both have been in this business long enough. We're really managing personalities. We're managing moods. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a lot of trauma in our culture. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have gonna come out as an artist, but that might be the very reason why they feel you. Rod Wave carries a lot of trauma, but he puts it out in his music. That's the very reason that they feel him. You know what I mean? Like I listen to that man music when I work out. It's sad. It's sad music, but it keep me motivated because I'm like, I know what you saying, dog. I feel like push up number 100. You know what I mean? Like I feel what you saying. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think even Rod everybody should have that, right? But I would just say the music, you have to have your feelings in the music. You have to have your trauma in the music. But the reason that this topic came up is because what is it, the YB in the Mirror? You know, he came out about he's been struggling with alcohol. Obviously, you know, we don't want to say nobody like his career hasn't been going as well. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that's the reason he turned to alcohol, but that's what he just said he's been struggling with. And so should he not have been better mentally prepared for this game? You know, possibly. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the question is, should independent artists seek help with mental health before establishing themselves as an artist? Nah, not before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you should it's not necessarily before establishing yourself as an artist. Like, you know, at the end of the day, man, we live in this journey called life, right? And I tell this to everybody, right? We all have problems. Everybody get on here and try to make their life look glamorous on the internet like they don't have no problems, right? I understand that everybody has problems. I have problems. You have problems. The president got problems. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got problems. Rich people, poor people. The real thing is, which problems do I want to deal with? You feel where I'm coming from? So now, when you speak on artists, right? I've been an artist. So I understand, you know, a lot of perspectives of an artist. They're creative people. And creative people are creative because they operate off of a side of the brain that is emotional. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like mental health, they should be talking to people anyway, so they shouldn't go off the deep end. Because if you notice, in entertainment, what comes along with being an artist when you see an artist, right? It's girls, it's money, it's drugs, it's jewelry, it's, you know what I'm saying? So if drugs are involved with a majority of artists, they're trying to suppress or escape from certain traumas or certain, you know, experiences that they're having emotionally. So I feel like mental health, getting help and seeking help, you have to first want that help. And you first have to understand that you have a problem and you have an issue. And I think therapy is good in general. I'm looking for a therapist right now because I deal with a lot of bullshit. You get where I'm coming from? And I want to stay mentally sane. I want to be able to talk about my issues, talk about my problems, and not feel judged. There's nothing wrong with getting mental health. You know, and understanding like, hey, you know, this is the way you should deal with that, or this is the way you should deal with that. But I feel like, once again, artists having that creative, emotional side is what makes them great. The same way in basketball, football, it's like AB. You know, he take off, he have a mental, you know, that's a part of his creativity. That's what makes him great. They have egos, you know. That's why they talk noise on the basketball court, talk shit.
Right. That's why they talk trash.
You know, whatever. Yeah. So entertainers in itself, they have a creative side of the brain that they operate off of. And that's why a lot of them don't really understand business like that. You get where I'm coming from? So because they're so big emotionally, they don't know how to handle business. And they look at everything from an emotional standpoint instead of understanding it's two sides. It's not just a creative side. It's not just you and your feelings. Because guess what? The other side got feelings too. It ain't just about you. So with artists, a lot of time, and nobody else matters. And because they have a platform and they have a voice, people sympathize with them because they have fans. It's like it's almost like somebody you're, you know, going against your wife. You understand what I'm saying? It's your wife. I ride with her, right, wrong, or indifference. So, but that don't make you right. Just because you got feelings, it don't make you right. You feel where I'm coming from? It just make you in your feelings. So, you know, that's my thoughts as far as should they seek help before they become artists. I just think you have to deal with stuff as it come along.
Y'all know what's going on, man. It's your big homie Boom, man, checking in. Authentic Empire's own CEO. If you want to set up a meeting, you want to rock with the team, you want to get heard, all you got to do is log on to www.AuthenticEmpireMG.com or text the number 404-857-0040. Let's get it booming.
Hey, JR McKee here. Listen to all of my artists, managers, and executives. It's time to evolve into the streaming business. I'm the #1 streaming executive in the industry with over 30 platinum and gold records in the last 2 years alone. I've been teaching everybody how to do what I do. So if you're interested in breaking through in the streaming business, go ahead and enroll in my masterclass to join my Stream Team community. The link's in the bio. Or visit our website, thestreamteam.club.
First of all, I seen Nathan in here. Shout out to Nathan. He just got the new job. Nathan, I think Nathan just went to Capitol. So shout out to Nathan.
Shout out to Nathan.
But
hey, look, we need them to request.
Nathan, you need to tap in, bro. We get you on.
But we about to go live with support.
So here's the thing. Nothing should stop you from starting. I don't care what it is. So mental health, whatever the case, because now we're just talking about excuses. Nothing should stop you from starting. And then the second thing is mental health is a process. You're not gonna go to therapy and solve all your problems in a day, a week, a year. You're gonna be in therapy for the rest of your life because new problems arise. As you fix one thing, it causes another problem. That's why entrepreneurship is so great. Because as innovation come along, it creates problems, and then we get to solve those problems, and that's how we get more money. And we just keep solving the problems. That's how life is. You're gonna solve this problem. That's gonna create this problem. Then you're gonna solve that problem. That's exactly how life works. So you're always gonna need somebody to talk to help walk you through that. And I can speak from my personal history of therapy. It's very good. It's incredible. There were so many things.
You need to recommend me to a great therapist, and we might need to bring one on.
I got two that I'm gonna send your way. But there are so many things that I did not recognize that I was doing, or places that from my past that I did not recognize I was pulling from, experience in my past that I still pull from to this day. And I would have never discovered that had I not sat down with those people and really got down to the bottom of these issues.
But do we not understand though that all of our emotions today all come from our childhood traumas?
Exactly. Everything comes from your upbringing.
Yeah, it all comes
your
from
love
our childhood
languages
trauma.
come from your upbringing. Everything comes from your upbringing. You know what I mean?
And if you notice, and if you understand that a majority of artists that are especially urban artists come from projects, they come from ghettos, they come from, you know, single parent homes, they come from, you know, depressed situations and hard upbringings where they had to fight and kill and sell drugs. And so they're going to have issues. That's why I say as an artist, you just got to be an artist. If that's your passion, you got to fight through the bullshit and deal with the problems as they come along. You get where I'm coming from? So we all have problems. The real answer is, which problems do you want to deal with? You know, you got poor problems, you got rich problems. Do you want to deal with rich problems where somebody always trying to take from you? Or do you want to have poor problems where you don't never have enough?
Right. Listen, you gotta pick your problems. That's just like you gotta pick your heart.
Pick them.
Working at McDonald's is
hard. Do I want to be single or do I want to be in a relationship? They both have their problems.
Listen, you gotta pick it. It's hard to work at McDonald's. It's hard to run a business. Which hard you want to go with? Right. You want to work at McDonald's and deal with that hard, or you want to work over here and run your business and deal with that hard that come with millions? It's all the same thing, right? And then the other thing about this whole mental thing, bro, that I really find troubling in music is I hate when rappers rap just to rhyme. When people just get on the mic and it's just rhyming. Like, don't you understand? If you get on the mic and tell your story, that's what's going to lead to the glory. To take from my boy Bigger Rankin, that's what's going to lead to your glory. Why are you wasting your time putting together rhymes? You should be on this mic telling what you've been through, because there are going to be millions of people who are going to resonate with that. So that's why
when you get into that, JR, I have no comment, because I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like you have to do what you love to do. It's not about doing something for somebody else. If you just want to rhyme, do your thing. See, I look at it differently when it comes to music, because it's an art. It's an art, and it's like telling somebody you should only do art this way. You get where I'm coming from? Your art need to be, you know, what they call it, the art like a abstract. You should only do abstract art. No, bro, do your art. If you want to just do finger paints and splash it across the wall, that's your expression, that's your feeling. Like, that's your art. And somebody's probably going to like that. So I don't never get involved with somebody's creativity on how they should do their thing out. The consumer, yes, because their consumer may be kids that just want to rhyme.
Yeah.
Their consumer might not be a 35-year-old grown man or a 40-year-old man. You feel
I hear
me?
you, and I don't.
But this is a debate now. Come on.
I don't disagree with that thesis that you just laid out. But I guess I would say for what I need, what I'm trying to connect to, I want to connect to the story. You know what I mean? I want to be able to connect to the story because I just know how far we can go. You know what I mean? You rhyming,
for sure.
That's cool. We might can sell some records. We might have a hit or two. But you telling your story, we have a career. You know what I'm saying? And so that's, for me, I'm going to need you to be on there telling your story.
Right. I get it. Yeah. I've heard people say mop, 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 and go and go up.
Somebody said, boom, man, said, I heard no somebody comment. Say whip.
Yeah. And then gave a whole piece of mind. Hey, you absolutely right, man.